Harmonicas have always been a part of my life for whatever reason, mainly because of my father, and he played harmonica. And when I was a little child, he used to play his harp, and I'd run and sit on his knee. He'd play these songs for me, and I always thought it was magic. Harps, and in my family and people like that, they've done a lot with them to imitate human voices.
Like
one thing, like I want a drink of water, mama. My family, my father played harp, as I said, and he learned it from his uncle, who had been playing harmonica back in the 1860s, and that time period. And that later on, I found out that that was pretty interesting because harmonicas weren't invented until 1852. A man named Matthew Horner from Germany invented harmonicas. He was a German clockmaker, so he made these harps, and shortly after he'd made them, less than 10 years, they were practically all over the world. And they had traveled all around the world, and my folks got a hold to them. They were all raised on plantations, so I thought that's something pretty significant there. And the trains was always something that my people was interested in, because they wanted to hop on one of them and get out of there where they was at. So that type of music right there, they took those styles and they applied them to folk songs. There's a lot of characters like John Henry. He was a black man. He was a railroad man. So people like him, Casey Jones, another railroad man. John Henry drove the spikes and Casey drove the engine. So they took those songs because those were heroes to black people at the time. And they personified those characters to the 10,000th degree. So that was a multitude of different things. But the thing I picked up, I said, I think I'm old enough to play harp now. I'm going to get me some harps, and I'm going to ask my daddy to show me how to play harmonica. So I went and asked him to teach me how to play harp, and he said, "What? Is you," I'm going to say it just like he said, "Is you a fool? What you want to learn how to play harp for and blues so you can go out there and get yourself killed?" And I said, "Daddy, I don't want to get killed. I want to play harmonica." He said, I ain't showing you nothing. When he started playing blues, it was only in one place, in the juke. And in the juke, you could definitely get yourself cut, killed, or half into, and all those things like that. So he didn't want to give his kids a license and means to go out and play in juke joints and get shot and killed. And all you could hear in that juke joint was blues every weekend, all night long. So our daddy said, "Don't never let me catch you in that juke up there." And we couldn't wait to get up in there in that juke to see what was going on. Mainly it was him and all his partners. They was up there gambling and playing blues. And yes, you having your good time now, just like the flowers that comes in May. I say, yes, you having your good time now, just like the flowers, Lord, that comes in May. Lord, I'll buy you a bouquet of roses on every Declaration Day. And harmonicas are all about human conditions, and so that's why it became one of the fastest selling instruments in the world. This guy made about 10 harmonicas in 1850, and 4 years later, he was making $2 million a year. He was one of the first people to take instruments and mass produce them. He figured out a technique of mass producing these instruments, and he sent them everywhere. And everywhere they went out into the world, and people were quickly able to pick them up and be able to play music that had previously been just vocal music, different types of folk styles, and they were able to apply that to harmonicas, and that's why they became popular. And especially because they came to the United States and they became a part of blues tradition. It's the blues that sold harmonicas around the world. And it's hard to get people to teach you how to play harmonica. When I actually got my Daddy sit down and play some stuff. I said, show me how to do this. And he said, what you mean show you how to do it? You do it like this. And he would, that's all there is to it. It wasn't like, I just came out of band where we're sitting in band being drilled on, timing and notation and getting all my sharps and flats together. And I was like, different story. So I had to go to blues school. And that was a different learning process because you learn things by ear and you learn them by example, and more than anything else, it was by inspiration. So,
what you mean by inspiration?
By inspiration, by having the desire to want to play and accomplish things that you've heard and you've only seen them by example. There's nothing that's written down. That's a beautiful thing about, especially early black music in this country. People try to write that stuff down in notation later and transcribe it, but you can never do that, really. All you can do is you can listen to it and you can want to have it enough, the desire and the inspiration to try and understand and accomplish that. And really it's not about, you take the harp and you hold it and you do like this. It's about what's in the heart and soul of that person. So you have to really, more than anything else, get inside their head and their soul and be able to understand and feel what they're feeling. That's why to so many people it's intangible. And that's a bit different, again, I say, because you can't see what's going on. I can't say, here's your finger, like you do with a guitar, saxophone, here are the keys, you're gonna put your hands right here, things like that. Because, I got this harp in my mouth. You can't see any of that because it's magic.